I have x and I add another x and I add another x, I've got 1, 2, 3 x's. 3 lots of one particular thing means that I have got 3x. Notice that the 3, yes, is multiplying by the x, and that's the same as me having 3 of the same thing. Same way that if I had an apple, an apple, and an apple, I've got 3 apples. 3 times by 1 is 3. Okay? Now, what about now if I had x plus, I'll put this in another colour, y plus x, let's switch it up, minus y. Now, I've got x's in purple and I've got y's in pink. Here, we've got to understand this concept of grouping like terms. So, what do I mean by like terms? What things are the same? Are we alike? Are we different? If we're alike, let's stick together. So, it's a bit like peer pressure, isn't it? All of our bands and all of our cliques. So, I digress, sorry guys. So, I've got x here and I've got another x here. So, if I group those two together, how many x's have I got? 2 x's. Now, I wanted to step it up a bit. So, let's look about how we're grouping these y's. So, I've got a y here and then I'm taking away a y. Right. So, let me go back to my example with the trainers. Yeah? I give you a pair of Nikes and then I take them away. How many Nikes do you have now? None. 0 y. It's basically this concept. The sign in front of every letter tells you whether you have got a positive version of it or whether you've got a negative version of it. So y minus y is 0y. You don't have any left. I'll give you a pair of trainers. Then I take away that pair of trainers. I have nothing. I really could start singing now, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. I mean, did anyone catch the joke? Send me a little message if you know what someone's about to sing. But anyway, sorry. So y minus y is 0y. So we've got 2x here plus 0y. So what do we have? You don't even need to write the 0y. Simply, I have actually now got just 2x. That is all. That is it. Grouping like terms. Find the things that are the same. Group them together. Count how many you have in total. And then that's it. So, you can have more than one type of term. And we can also have this other concept, which is squared terms, cubed terms. Now, be careful here. X is not the same as x squared. Okay? I think for the purposes of all of this, I'm just going to stick with this whole idea about trainers. I'm sorry if you guys would prefer me to use apples, oranges. I think this just works well. So, imagine this x here represents, what can we make it represent? I'm talking about trainers. All right, cool. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. So, x represents a pair of Nike 97s, yeah? So we're just going to go with Air 97s. And the x squared represents your Air Forces. They're still Nike, but they're Air Forces, okay? Air Force Ones. So, I cannot say that if I've got x squared plus x, that I have now got 3 pairs or 2 pairs of Air Force Ones. I can't. They're both Nikes, but they're not the same. And that is the same thing with algebra. X is different to x squared. Y is different to y squared. I know that sometimes some people get confused by it, but if you think about this example I've given you, hopefully that breaks it down. So if I was now to have an example in which I had 2x squared plus 4x minus 3y, not done yet, plus 3x. What do I have a total of? Well, firstly, I need to identify the terms included here. So remember this example here. 97s are not the same as Air Force Ones, even though they are both X's, so they're slightly related. I've got x squared here. Do I have any more x squareds? No. I've got x here and I've got an x here. So let's use another one to put a box around that. So I've got that and I've got that. And then I've just got 3y. So these two can be grouped together, and notice that that's a positive and this is also a positive. So I've got 4x plus 3x. What does that give me a total of? I have got 7x over here in my boxes, and then I've got 2x squared and I've got minus 3y. So this whole thing here becomes 2x squared plus 7x minus 3y. I've grouped my like terms. I haven't confused my x's with my x squareds, and I've got the y's at the end. And that is a basic understanding of the introduction to algebra. My follow-up video to this is going to explain now what we do when we are multiplying terms and how we even get these x squareds and the y squareds. So I'll see you in my next video.